Well, good morning, everyone. This is Carrie Scomp calling from the Traverse City office. Welcome to Moxie Monday. We are going to be talking about MoxiEngage today, which is our CRM, our client relationship management tool, and how we can customize our task list. So Moxie does give us a certain set of tasks for buyers and sellers and brand new leads, but if it's not a task list that you want to follow, and you have your own set of tasks that you want to customize so that every time you add that to a client, you don't have to update it for each client. You can update that on your profile so that it'll be customized to you moving forward for every client that you add that task list to. So let me go ahead and mute everyone. Had a little feedback. There we go. So we'll jump right in. So I am logged into engage.schmidtresources.com. You can always go to schmidtresources.com to the Moxie Square to get the login link if you need to. And then right at the top, you want to click on Engage. And then it should tell you either good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on the time of day that you get in here. And it does default to your dashboard. So you'll see your dashboard here has your stay and flow people, the 5 people you should reach out to every day, and then it'll have your calendar and activity feed or however you have these ordered, because you can customize the order of your dashboard here. So you can customize the task list per client, but if you are making the same changes because it's just not the way that your flow works, this is where you would want to go to update it and customize it for yourself. So moving forward, you don't have to individually change that. So in the upper right corner, you'll see a couple options here. And you want to click on the middle option, which is your cog, your settings. If you click on that, and then you click on Engage Settings. Now, once this loads, you have a couple different options that you can set preferences for. The one that we want to talk about today is your Task Manager. So when you click on Task Manager, you can see that you have your marketing plans for leads, your general marketing plan, and then you have 2 sales plans, your buyer plan and your seller plan. So you can see there's 61 tasks in seller, 44 for the buyer, 9 for marketing, and 11 for the new leads marketing plan. And this is where you can customize these. So when you click on Customize, it's going to show you how it's set up. The default that's set up at the brokerage level will show up here. So you have some options. You can completely delete it if you don't want to send the follow-up email because you reach out personally, so you don't want the system to automatically send that email. You can click Remove from Plan. You can also add tasks. So when you click on Add Tasks, you can add the options that you see here. So you would just want to click on it. And then you put the due date on it. So you can see day 5, day 10, however you want that added. And you can increase these, decrease these, or type in a number. And then click Add Task. That will add that to your task list moving forward for anybody that you add this plan on. You can also click here where it says new and do anything you want. So maybe part of your flow is you Facebook friend them. So maybe you add that into there. And then you can give it a description if you choose to. And just like adding a preset one, you can change the days and then click add. You can also rearrange these. So if you like that, but you want to do that after you do this, you can increase or decrease your days. So again, these days are the count starts from when you add this task list to your client. So you meet somebody at an open house, you put them in as a new lead, you add them on day 0. In 5 days, this is when the follow-up email task will come up for you in order for you to contact that new lead. So again, a couple different options here. So to step back, we went into Engage and we went into our cog and into Engage Settings. And then we went over to where it says Task Manager. And then you can choose which one, Task Manager, it reverted me back. And then this is where you can customize it. So just like the leads and buyer plan, it keeps reverting me back, so we'll click on Task Manager again. You click Customize, and then this is where you can make all of these changes. You can add your task, you can remove tasks, and you can change the number of order that you want on here. And then moving forward, anybody that you put into that sales flow will have this customized task list for you. Again, if you're newer into the business, maybe use the task lists that are in there. And then as you see, oh, I'd rather do that, or I'm not going to do this on that day. So that's when you would want to jump in here and customize the task list. So moving forward, you're not making those changes on each individual client. Now, even once you customize these lists for yourself, you can always go back in and make changes. It's not set in stone, so you can always go back in and update it. And you can also still customize the tasks for each individual client. So we're going to jump into an actual client here. So we're going to click on People and My People. And give that a minute to load. So when you're in an individual person, again, you can click Client, you can create a marketing plan, you can make a seller prospect, you can make a buyer prospect. And so this is where the tasks come in. You can still always add tasks here if you want to as you move them through. You can always go into the details too and edit those, but this is where it's going to customize these tasks. But you can see even when you're customizing them in your settings and your preferences, you can still update and change these right inside the client as well. You can delegate, you can add to your calendar. You can always delete that task per client. So again, you can update your standard preferences from the cog and Engage and going into Task Manager. But that doesn't mean you don't have the option to update per client, because you still will have that option as well. So this is a really nice feature if you're using your task list, but you find yourself constantly having to update them per client. You can go ahead and make that change here on this standardized preferences. So go ahead and unmute or type in any questions that you may have in the chat box. While we're waiting for questions, again, we went into Engage, which is our CRM, our client relationship management tool, and we jumped right over here to the cog. Once you're in your Engage settings, you click on Task Manager, and then this is where you can customize these lists. There's also opportunities in here to customize your standard verbiage for neighborhood news, for your listing announcements, and for your saved searches. So you can come in here and edit these as well. So again, the cog, Engage settings, and then you have a lot of options to customize MoxiEngage so that it works better for you. Well, I don't see any questions that have come in today. So that's what I had for you today. I appreciate your time. As always, visit our Moxie Monday playlist found on schmidtvideoclassroom.com or head over to the support page for more information. I appreciate your guys' time today. Thanks so much.